Tonight, Yardley was talking about his Pacific something.
Matthew, he's talking with his best friend.
And Victorion, Jim, and Chase. Oh dear, that's a little embarrassment.
One afternoon at the combined lab, Yardley was working off his computer about his LWB Pacific.
There should be a lot of other things other than my Pacific,
he said. He just was thinking about something.
Just then, Cassandra and
Jo right back to shed in the distance.
Hello there, Ricky,
Said Jo.
What are you looking at?
Said Cassandra. Rick told Cassandra and Joe about for the Pacific had seemed a lot of other for the mode he had also seen before.
This is the first time I saw you.
Said Cassandra.
You and others should be looking like the same guy, right?
Said Cassandra.
Not just only me.
Said Rick.
Well, Eric's old time is a Volvo and it turned into like my one. And now it needs to be too. I don't know. Well, Marina's like that there, Ricky.
Said Jo.
And also, I heard your master about your company. I brought another Pacific coming to work for us. Another Pacific like mine?
Said Rick.
Yes,
Said Jo.
I heard of a message.
Surprisingly, Jo, it was right. On the next day, Matthew, the E500 train bus, was waiting for the signal to go back to the airport. What the signal taking so long? Said Matthew. And before just the signal changed, he heard the unfamiliar horn in the distance. Whose horn was that? Said Matthew. And surprisingly, that thing would make that E500 was very short what he would see.
At the moment, Yardley arrived at the station distant, and he saw Matthew.
Matthew, is this something? Oh my God.
Blake and Matthew very shocked what they would see. Pulling into the station was another E500 train bus Pacific, but the number is WA2723. It had a name called Mike. Hello there, Matthew, said Mike. Long time no see. Matthew very shocked. Mike? Said Matthew. Is that you? Of course it's me, said Mike. I'm back. And also, who's that LNER P1? Said Mike. Oh, that was Blake. He now turned to the P1 now, said Matthew. Hello there, Yardley, said Mike. Good to see you again.
Wow, this is good to see you again there, Mike,
Said Blake.
Wait a minute, said Mike. Yardley? Is that your voice? What happened to your voice? Well, I actually, since I first came to the Sodor, said Matthew, Yardley told me about when he few months ago and he suddenly turned to the female voice after he already is a P1 engine of few days. Okay, I see, said Mike. He did a stare of Yardley.
Just then, Cassandra, Blue Star, and Joe arrived in the distance.
Hello there, boys,
Said Joe.
Who's that? Is that actually the Pacific come to stay on Sodor?
Said Joe.
Yes, the ladies, said Matthew. This is me and Yardley's best friend, Mike. Mike, these three is Yardley's girlfriend. They name called Jo, Cassandra, and Blue Star. Nice to meet you all there, ladies, said Mike.
Nice to meet you too there, Matthew,
Said the female engines together.
After a few weeks, since Mike already back of Sodor, so everyone also very like him, very useful. Until one day, when Mike was approaching back to the Obnaford yard shed, when a loud sound, Mike heard the sound, Clawson! Mike was very shocked and see it next to the three engines.
And see is to have one LNER P2 and two LNER P1 in distance.
I think those three, that's such of what Yardley's partner, said Mike.
Oi, watch it, dude, said Jim. How the hell you can do that?
I must say,
said Victorion.
Eli such is a moron.
And also, who the hell are you? Said Chase.
Chase? Said Mike. Is that you?
The three LWB Pacific were very shocked. Chase? Said Jim. Do you know him? I recognize his voice, said Chase. Is that you, Mike?
Yeah, it's me there. The Chase, said Mike. Why you turn to the LWB P1 like Joe?
Well, I'm not sure how to say,
Said Victorion.
and I think Wasteland Soupy is changed by magic.
Okay then, I assume you two is Victoria and Jean Jinx. Nice to meet you, said Mike.
Nice to meet you too, then, Mike.
Said Victorion. Yeah, nice to meet you, said Jim. They too were very shocked and very shaken indeed. Meanwhile, at night at the combined lab, Jim and Victorion are still arguing about for why Mike could do it for the earlier. I can't believe what Mike could do that, said Jim.
This ego surgery is a bullshit,
Said Victorion crossly.
Okay guys, said Matthew crossly. I don't have any care because Master needs to bring Mike here to be and need somebody out of Pacific need us to help.
Matthew's right there, guys.
Said Blake.
Let's not get bogged down. What is you two got more the problem this time? Well, these boys such a little bit cheeky moors.
Said Joe.
Yeah,
Said Blue Star.
I agreed.
Said Cassandra.
Just then, Mike stood right back to shed the distance. He had heard everything. Okay there, Jim. Victorion, said Mike. I heard about for you. What have you thought of myself? I actually should say, I actually is a really useful, and I don't want to have any accident, you know. Because that time, the first time I came, I never do that before. Mike is right there. The torchbearers, Jim, said Matthew crossly. Me, Mike, and Yardley, we are the best friends forever.
We agree there, Matthew.
Said Yardley crossly.
And we is a FYWSS students.
Well, that's a little bit too rude there, said Jim.
A little bit sorry.
Said Victorion.
Never mind that, guys, said Mike. Not the first time someone have crossed me. And they now taught some of the crazy stories, adventure stories,
Different engines, adventures, have fun, and this and others they can do, don't you?